Mental Health Awareness Month was last month. Joe Bartolozzi is one of my favorite people I've ever heard talk about it. Just calling a month something, making it about awareness to a certain topic, won't really do much unless you have people who are influential, public figures, actually doing something about it. Joe Bartolozzi is great in this way. You could look at the cynical side of things and be like, he's just doing it for views. He's just doing it because it looks good. But over the past year, close to year and a half, I have watched him a lot. And I have heard him talk about topics like loneliness, depression, skewer slide, super slide. I don't know if I can say it, unfortunately. I wish I could. But it's not just me. So many other people feel so recognized by him. The community he's made is honestly amazing for these type of people. We are in a world where so much of it is based just for money, right? I walk outside of my house and I see house, literally forever. I'm in this little subdivision. I cross the street. There's another one full of a house. Right? And then you get to some of the streets where every single house looks the exact same as the one next to it, little cookie cutter. In my whole entire subdivision, the only possible place to hang out would be an elementary school, guys. Whoever designed this and thought it was a good idea, if you can cram as much into the smallest area as possible, that's how you get more money. So it makes sense, but living in it, gang, oh my goodness. So in a world like this, that's designed for pure profit, where the closest park is a 20-minute drive away, I think people feeling so attached to online personalities is just bound to happen. I don't think it's wrong if it's done in the right way, but I do think that it is wrong for many people when they don't even really realize it because it's so normal. But if you're a young child growing up on the internet and you live in a place like I do where there's no parks nearby, there's nowhere to hang out, it's just stores and houses nonstop and schools. It makes you dread doing anything that is real life. All you want to do is play a game to escape. You want to watch a video to escape. You want to watch a movie to escape. You want to listen to music to escape. Whether you're realizing it or not, a kid probably is not thinking about the fact that, why do I like this movie so much? They're not thinking that. They're not realizing they like Minecraft so much because it feels like they can do anything and it's an escape from real life. They're not thinking about that. They're just like, I like it, so I'm going to play it. So people like Joe Bartolozzi come into the equation in pretty amazing ways. With no doubt in my mind, Joe Bartolozzi and people similar to him have saved people's lives. No doubt. 100%. Me personally, I don't know if he saved my life, but he definitely changed how I thought about certain things in ways that really benefited me, like crazy. To the point where I look back on them and I'm like, I don't know what I would do without that. I kind of talked about it in one of my Joe videos, but it was a joke video, so it wasn't that serious. But it is a very serious thing I've thought about before. Someone I don't even know has said words in a certain way that has made me feel enough things to literally change the course of my life. So now I have these thoughts of do I still need to watch him anymore? Not like I ever needed to, but watching him now is for a whole different reason than it used to be. It used to be that type of escape. It used to be trying to find pieces of life that I was able to finally freaking put together, right? And people like him helped me do that. But now, if I have the whole puzzle finished, what am I doing, bro? I don't need him anymore. So it does kind of make me think whoa, that's weird. In a little span of time, I literally changed my whole perspective on how I just view entertainment. So I think that's a good message to say. If you're in that boat, just know when your puzzle is completed. You're never going to feel perfect. You're never going to have everything you want, but just know where that line is between actual help, actual benefits from watching someone compared to starting to actually hurt you. And it might actually get in the way. It might interfere with certain paths you want to go down. If you're genuinely sad and depressed and don't know what to do with your life, you feel so empty. Filling that emptiness with someone like Joe is a pretty okay thing to do. I don't think that's wrong. I don't think that's bad. I've done that. I would never call someone stupid for doing that. But there are all the time, all the time, people come into his stream talking about how sad they are. And they literally want him to change their life. With the way the world is going, I unfortunately think it is going to happen so much more often too. Things are not getting better. People are only going to be sadder and sadder, and it's horrible to think about that. But especially from a creator's point of view, if people are coming to you every time they're sad, but the world is just getting sadder and sadder, gang, Every single time he streams, there's more people, more people, more people. It's so freaking sad. So if even just one of those people are here with us today, I just want to tell you that you're doing nothing wrong. Looking up to someone, genuinely feeling close to them even though they've never met you, is an okay thing to do. As long as you're not stalking them or see them in real life and act like they're your best friend. You know, as long as you understand they don't know you, it's okay. They are putting out valuable words, valuable content into the world. So if you see value in it and you genuinely appreciate it, nothing wrong with that. I think if someone like Joe actually helps you not feel so empty and useless in this world, that is okay, because the structure of everything is so odd. Like, to my school, to my city, all I am is just a number. All they care about is the inputs I put in and then what output they give me. That's all I am, just numbers. And when I was younger, this really ate me up alive. Younger as in like up until 6 months ago. Like, I genuinely felt useless. I feel like there's no purpose of having me here if I'm just another number, right? You look at the death count for today, it's just going to go up by 1 if I was gone. That's all I would think about. So I think a community like Joe's really solidifies the fact in people's minds that even just a number, like, it don't matter. Who cares if it's just a number when there's something as amazing as this? Like, someone like Joe who genuinely makes me laugh, genuinely makes me like happy about certain things. Why would I care if I'm a number anymore? Because I'm like, this is pretty cool. When I think about first watching Joe was last year in March. What also happened in March was I made more songs than I have like ever made. I made more than 2 songs a day. Every single day I didn't make a song, but it equaled that. Like, there would be one day where I would work on like 8. So that means for 4 days, I could have made none, you know? But all in all, March was a crazy productive month. And when I look back on it, it's not because I was happier. It's not because I was watching Joe. If anything, it was because I was sadder. And I just kept fighting, bro. I just kept making stuff. I kept trying to consume stuff that I thought would actually help me and push me forward. During March, I watched a movie called The Tortured Poets Society. And I still think about that movie today. I don't like movies. I find movies so drawn out. All it is just drama to me. They introduce drama. They introduce some random characters. And you only get 2 hours of entertainment. I don't know. It's so mindless to me. Like, what I like from a movie is where it's actually like not drama. I don't know how to explain it. Just not constant like, oh my God, like annoyances. Does that make sense? And I feel like the Tortured Poet Society really did that for me. It literally felt like I got something from it. And it wasn't just like, you know, it actually felt like meaningful. And I watched that in March, and I think that also inspired probably some things I wrote. March was the first time when I tried to write over piano songs as well. It was the first time I used a piano to write. I've never done that before until March. So the fact that I also like discovered him or really started watching him then, I think ties into everything because it shows how motivating he was. Like, if I was just watching Kai Cenat eating McDonald's burgers with John Cena, do you think I would have gotten much fulfillment? No. I probably would have not have made as many songs, which is so crazy to think. But it literally is true. What you're consuming is what you end up being. So when I'm consuming certain stuff like Joe, and it makes me look at life a different way. It makes me feel better about myself and what I'm doing and just existing in the world. I think that's beautiful. And for me, it really helped me. So I know for sure it helps other people out there. But I look back on that month of March with awe. I think it is amazing. I think it was a turning point in my whole life, and Joe played a part. He was not the main part, but oh my God, he was there every single day for me. And I think that's great. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there because I know for sure there are people struggling and they use him as a way to feel better about themselves, just like I did. And you're heard. I hear you, bro. I get it. You're not insane for thinking that. You're not weird. You're not different. 100%, bro. Your parents ain't going to see that as normal. Your parents are going to be like, why do you spend so much time looking at this person? Like, no. But I will stand here and say, you're fine, gang. I get it. Like I said, as long as you're not weird about it, as long as you're not making videos online talking about how obsessed you are with them, then it's fine. Hey, I'm working on a website to house all my music, videos, and community. Phase 1 starts on Patreon. If you're interested in helping the vision come to life, or even just supporting the project, I'd love to see you over on Patreon. Link in the description. If you want to help support my fight against Spotify, this is the way to go. But mental health, it is a big thing. It's a pretty strong topic that we need to talk about because it's only gonna get worse. Unfortunately, I don't know how to say that in a happy way, but I feel like everyone's gonna have to fight a little bit harder than they normally would. Everyone's gonna have to push a little harder, right? And as life keeps going the way it is, we will continue to feel more like a number. But with people like Joe, who actually push this good energy, these good narratives, and is as honest as possible, I feel like we can come out on top, right? No matter what. It's just going to be a little annoying. But if you're going through something, the help you need is all around you, even if you don't see it. Siblings, parents, teachers, aunts and uncles, grandpas, random friends, neighbors even. That's another thing too. We're cluttered around so many houses, but I don't know my neighbors. I barely know any of my neighbors. I haven't talked to my neighbors since I was in elementary school. And that's like a surreal thing to think about. Like, isn't that insane how there are so many houses close to each other and I know nobody in them? Nobody in these houses nearby knows I'm here. Like, that will make you feel like a number, bro. It's odd. It's very odd. It's very odd. Like, one of my neighbors could just go missing and I would have no clue. Like, dude, like, that's weird to me. It feels like not real. And I don't think it was designed like this on accident. I think it is on purpose. It is supposed to make us feel a little secluded. And they genuinely view us as a number. But that doesn't mean we have to view ourselves as a number. It is not illegal to meet your neighbors. So you can go do that. I want to all the time. I always think about, I'll have a song do very, very, very well. And I'll think about going to my neighbors, asking me if they ever heard, like if they could hear me singing. Because I'm not really confident enough to do that right now. That would be a little bit embarrassing. I feel like if they said yes, that would make me not want to do it anymore. So I'm just kind of living in ignorance. You know, ignorance is bliss. But someday I will ask them. And that will be the start of a new friendship. But yeah, that's about it. Distractions are okay in moderation as long as you don't go stalker mode. If something is genuinely having a good impact on you, don't feel weird for it, gang. Use it while you can, because the weird stuff is our environment, you know, the people in control of us. They're the ones doing weird stuff. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Subscribe, please. We're so close to 69 subscribers. Like this video so more people get to see it. And then obviously, listen to my music. Last but not least, you don't have to, but like, I promise, there's something there. You might see some random white kids promoting their music out on the block. It is nothing like that. I don't make just rap. I don't just sing, gang. I do everything. If the sun has ever touched on a sound wave before, I've produced it. I'm so proud of what I do with my voice and my music. And all I want is to just inspire at least one person. So you can help make that happen for sure. If you got money, support my Patreon. I need it. Okay, I'll catch y'all. Bye. Bye.